Out of all the PSP sports games that I've played, NCAA Football 10 takes the crown. The gameplay, physics, game modes, and even the commentary is really top notch. This game is really good, and I know I once made a video saying that MLB 11 is the best one, but I still have to play NCAA Football more to give it the top crown instead of MLB. So at this moment, I'm just putting them. They are fighting for the first spot on me, in my own opinion. Hello everyone, I'm Said Elixir, and let's speak about NCAA Football 10 and why I believe it is one of the best PSP sports games. For this game, I'm going to speak about the graphics, because why do you need to speak about the graphics for this type of game when the physics or the game make up for it? Anything from the running, tackling, and juking just feels good. Like sometimes your player, if like he's running on the sideline, you see him losing speed and balance because of the fact that he doesn't want to get out of bounds, okay? And the defender will be able to catch up to him and even tackle him. And even when passing, the quarterback doesn't just pass because he has to pass. Like sometimes, when your player is running back, you trying to avoid getting maybe sacked. When you're trying to pass to somebody, your quarterback will try to jump to catch momentum to pass that ball to somebody. And even incomplete passage just feel like incomplete passes. They don't like what I'm trying to say is, if you ever maybe played Madden games on PSP, you will know where whatever you do, you will mostly throw a complete pass. In this type of games, even when you throw a pass, you have to press the triangle with the player that you're passing to for him to catch the ball. Even sometimes, even if you press it, the ball will just jump from their hands to show it is kind of reality. You don't always get to throw complete passes every time. Even the tackles feel great. Sometimes if your player is running and there's a defender behind him, this defender will sometimes grab him with a German suplex and fall him down. You feel that this player just got tackled, okay? Which is something that just feel good, okay? And what, I'm gonna speak more about it. I'm just gonna show you these clips that I saved to just show you what I mean about the tackles and even the tricking on this game. Just see this. Secondly, the game modes, because no game is going to be fun with just two game modes. Well, this game has 6 game modes. They even have Road to Glory rivalry game, which you understand what it means, rivalry like depth, if you don't understand. Oh no. And mascot game, in which you play using the mascots of every team. Although I kind of hate the fact that in Road to Glory you control every player in the team, because that takes away the fact of that you try to get your player up there. But if you're playing as a quarterback, it is fun because okay, you're a quarterback, but if you play as somebody like a wide receiver, it becomes a problem, because now you have to even control the quarterback and even other players whom you'll be passing the ball to. It just feels kind of boring when you play as other players. The only way you will enjoy Road to Glory is if you don't mind those kind of stuff, or if you play as a quarterback. If you play as a quarterback or you don't mind those stuff, it is gonna be a really game mode. But it is great since you can take tests, increase your player stats. And since I'm a quarterback, I'm trying to get my guy to 99 for power and accuracy. And just like in MLB, if you're an offensive player, after the play ends, it simulates the defensive plays, and then returns you back when your team is back to offense, which makes the fun of the game really much more higher. Because what's the point of you watching players who are defending when you're a quarterback? I don't need to be seeing my players defending. I need to see myself passing the ball. The game mode has a schedule. Every day in the afternoon is practice, and at night is even activities in which you can try to study, meet with the tutor, to take tests, do position drills, or meet with friends, socialize, okay? You can either simulate the events or the day if you don't want to. You can also simulate to a certain day, meaning if I have a match on Friday and today is Monday, I can choose to skip the rest of the week till Friday. But then that becomes the problem, because since you're in college, you have to watch for your grades. And because unless you understand all those stuff they be asking you, because you have midterm exams and even end of the year exams, so you have to try to tackle some study days, and then like maybe days whereby you try to socialize with friends and stuff like that. Because if you fail, I'm guessing they will take you off the team, just like in reality. Like, way, there's a coach who's gonna say like, okay, you are doing bad in school, but you are doing bad in college. Like, just come to college because you wanna be an NFL football player. So like, what do you need school for? You understand? And I just love the fact of that, like, this game mode doesn't just focus on the fact of that this game is a football game, not a like, real life simulation game. But they still like, had time to like improve stuff like studying and even writing tests to show that like, you are in college, you're not like an NFL player whom like on his free days you can just relax, okay? And for that, I give this thing big. This game is really fascinating. Every time I play it, I get filled with happiness. I would highly recommend you all to check it out if you can. I promise you won't be excited. Like this game, it is a game whereby each and every time you play it, you hear something or you see something new. It is not a game where I understand, like, when you get like, really far in the game, most of you will like be used to them. But when you start the game, it ain't gonna be a game whereby after 5 matches you'll be like, okay, I know this commentator will say this. It is not that type of, it is not Madden. Okay, don't compare to Madden games on PSP. And so this is why I have to end it. And yeah, if you got to this point, I just would like to thank you all for like watching this video. And so this is where I'm gonna end it. Peace.